Miss Ox, could you share with me the link to the sound you're using? And maybe do some of the timestamp when you stop.
We're going to go live on Facebook.
It says we are live.
All right, so we can mute our music. Thank you so much for everyone joining us this lovely evening for our State of the Union address. My name is Shaniqua Kent. I am the founder and executive director of Village Education Tutors, and I have the privilege of leading the work the great work that we're doing and partnering with a host of wonderful individuals who have been part of the village that we have built that surrounds your children. So today, our facilitator for the program will be Kayla Scott. Kayla Scott is a Howard University rising junior. She is a tremendous asset to our program. She serves as our chief of staff, overseeing our interns and liaising with that particular part of our organization. She's also a math coach as well as a wellness life coach. So she will facilitate the program for us today. And I am going to turn it over to her to get things started. And then, we'll get things started. Kayla.
Thank you, Ms. Kim, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first State of the Union for our Algebra 1 pilot program. We are so excited to have everybody in attendance. Thank you, everybody tuning in from Facebook, everybody who goes back and watch the playback because it was just amazing. You want to get more of, this village excellence. So let's get into today's programming. Again, I'm so glad to be here. Kayla Scott, student from the illustrious Howard University, and I'm so glad to be here with you guys today. All right, so let's get into today's agenda. All right, so first we'll have another warm welcome from Ms. Kent. Then we'll be getting into our village student video, which is a project that we worked on earlier in the program. Then we'll be getting into breaking down our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program, focusing on our teacher coaches, our university mentor coaches, and then talking about our final assessments. After that, we'll break down our wellness life coaching highlights, getting into the mentorship aspects of the program and our life coaching. And then this will all be summed up by our student voices being heard, breakout sessions, and then we'll be having a discussion about our end of program ceremony. So without further ado, Ms. Kent's gonna do her thing.
So thank you, Kayla, for turning the program back over to me again. So I am I would say that I'm overwhelmed with joy from just the experience of being able to serve our Algebra 1 equity scholars over the last 13 weeks. It has been a breath of fresh air to see how the girls have grown over time and just to partner with so many passionate and professional and just talented teachers, university students, and our consultants. It's just been a tremendous opportunity. I will say that the thing that makes Village Education Tutors Foundation so special is the collaborative environment that we set with all of these professionals in mind. And so I hope that it is my hope that your girls had a tremendous experience with our program and that we will continue to grow our relationship together. As Kayla said, we're going to go over a lot of the program components, but I want to take a time to do a shameless plug here and just talk about why we have Village Education Tutors to begin with. The inspiration for this program really was born out of, I would say, a tremendous amount of reflection in my own life. at a time where I was going through it was just a devastating time in my family. I transitioned out of corporate America in 2019 as a result of us having to deal with the family crisis of our youngest son struggling with a severe depression. And at that time, I felt like I was made to choose between my very lucrative and promising career as an operating expense corporate controller, managing a $250 million budget, which is a small budget in the corporate space, and rising to the challenge of being a caretaker. And so as I took a step back and reflected on just my life, the current situation that we were dealing with in our household, I took pause and I said, we need to develop systems in place that can support not just children, but families that have situations where they need to have their families built up academically as well as social emotionally. And so the whole entire program that we have is built around the individual learner model and just making sure that we meet the needs of the youth from a social emotional standpoint. So our staff will take you through that journey, but just understand that we were very thoughtful and strategic in how we developed this program, the parties that we had engaged in this program, and the work is working. And so I would encourage you to support our efforts, to know that we not only service low income and underserved communities, but we do service families that have means, financial means, that need our services. So we are here for you. Our tagline or our motto is Village Education Tutors, you matter, your child matters. Serving your family is our priority, and I hope that we do live up to that particular standard. And our other tagline for our foundation side of the house is that we're more than just a tutoring service. So I hope that as we go through our program today, provide you with a state of our union, the learnings that we've had over the last several months of working with this Algebra 1 Scholars Program, that you will be encouraged by the work that we're doing as you see the growth that's happening in our students. So Kayla, with that being said, I'm going to turn the program back over to you.
All right, let me stop my share so I can pull up our wonderful video. All right, and so as I get the video ready to show to you guys, I just want to talk a little bit about what the process was in putting this together, right? So I would say mid-program, we all realized, hey, we have something really unique going on. We have some amazing students, we have some amazing talent, and we have a wonderful organization backing us. And so with that, we decided that it would only bring even more, honor to ourselves and the program at large to put together something to kind of give an even deeper view to people who might not be able to sit on a Zoom call like this, but allow people to see who we are and what the village really is. And so it's been an honor and a privilege to work on this project. I'm super proud of this project. Every child is represented in some way, and it's just been really amazing. All right, so let's get into it. Okay. Cue it up. Okay. Is everybody seeing this screen? Let me make sure my audio's in tune. Okay. Hello, and welcome to Village Education Tutors Foundation. The students that you see are our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars. These young ladies work hard and diligently 2 times a week on perfecting the craft of algebra and excelling within our virtual environment. We are so pleased to have them and support them in their learning. These students come from Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. They put forth their best foot and strive despite the challenges of virtual learning, and we support them. First, we asked our students, what does it mean to have a tutor? And they gave us their responses. Then we asked, how has Village Education helped to support your education? And finally, we asked, what does it mean to be a part of Village Education Tutors Foundation? And if I'm being honest, their responses warmed my heart. To allow you guys to get to know these students a bit better, we have asked them to create vision boards, detailing to us some of their goals, aspirations, and everyday enjoyments. These students have put forth their best foot and showed us what it means to be them, where they see themselves, and what they value. Here at Village Education Tutors Foundation, we want to support and furnish this learning, understanding, and growth in all students.
The Village has imparted, impacted, and inspired its students academically, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Through daily affirmations, team-building exercises, deep and personal connections, I can say that the Village has created real change in each and every one of the students' lives that are part of this program. And not just the students, the interns alike. Being an intern, I have learned how to be a better leader, a better team player, a better connector, a better personable person.
Sorry, team. Did everybody buffer a bit? Are we having a hard time hearing and seeing the video?
It stopped, Kayla. You just need to make it go again.
Okay, awesome.
And I know that the service here is the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. Being able to impact and make real change on students has impacted me and shown me my purpose in life.
Gain confidence not only in teaching or leading in a virtual setting, but also with interacting with people of all ages. Serving the community has broadened my skill set in tailoring STEM-related discussions into bite-sized pieces that can be digested by the youth.
Since I began to work with Village Education Tutors, I've experienced an enormous amount of growth. By putting together impactful programming for and working with the students here at the Village, I have realized what true equity means. True equity means being able to meet students where they are and supporting them through the process. Being able to lead other tutors in this mission and making sure that students receive the equity that they deserve has been a privilege and will impact me for the rest of my life. Thank you, Village.
As a former middle school math teacher and a current school leader, I can attest to the impact of small group tutoring instruction on student growth and mastery of skill sets. One of our 8th grade students has attended this invaluable program since September and has demonstrated mastery of 100% of her current grade level content and 85% proficiency in Algebra 1. This tailored instruction has accelerated her growth.
And her love for math has grown tremendously. Her confidence and better engagement in all her other subjects as well.
Thanks to the Gates Foundation, we have the support needed to achieve at a high level.
We have been able to make our dreams more tangible because of their support of Village Education Tutors Foundation.
On behalf
of our Village Education Tutors Foundation staff, volunteers, university interns, and wellness consultants, we would like to thank you, Bill and Melinda Gates, for supporting our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program. A special thank you to Melinda Gates for your heightened support of African American, Latina, and BIPOC young women scholars.
All right, so let's give a little round of applause, silent, we can do it on mute, but for the wonderful just efforts of everybody on the team who put that together. It was truly a labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears, fingernails, it all went into putting this video together, but it was a lot of fun, and I think we really got to see the students' personalities, not only in their spoken testimony, but their vision boards. And so we really just got to see who they were and have a lot of fun. So that was something that I was just super proud of, to be able to lead and work with the students and putting that together. So yeah, shout out to you guys. All right, but let's get back into our presentation. All right, so now we're going to kind of break down our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program. Today we will have speakers, including Ms. Andriek, myself, Destiny Walker, and Mr. Davis, okay? And we will all be kind of breaking down our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program and just the growth that we've seen in your students and what it means to really be a part of the program. And so without further ado, I will have Ms. Andriek start us off. And yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name's Sarah Lynn Andrick, and I was lucky enough to start off with quite a few cohorts at the beginning of our pilot. So I got to spend a lot of time with quite a few of the girls here, which has been a real pleasure. I just wanted to give you kind of an overview of what we've been doing over the last 13 weeks and kind of get you a better feel of where we've been and hopefully the growth we're going to see with our end of program assessments. So the whole goal of our program is to fill in basic skills that your daughter is going to need in order to be successful in algebra next year and just high school math in general. And these include algebraic equations and expressions, linear functions, inequalities, and so much more jam-packed in the 13 weeks. Part of that is also building in time to work on specific skills they ask about. So I know I've definitely built in a most random assortment at the last 20 minutes of all of my sessions based on what my girls asked for, because at Village Education Tutors, it really is individualized. We're working on what they want to work on. And a big part of that is communicating not only with you, but your daughter's daytime teacher as well. So our weekly updates, our parent updates every week are not only just to let you, the parent, know what we're doing, but also your daughter's school, so that they can give us recommendations, such as, hey, I noticed she's struggling with this during the day. Could you work on this in your sessions? And making sure that everyone's on the same page has been really helpful in making sure that we're reaching optimal growth for your daughter and getting her as best prepared in such a hectic virtual world as we can for high school next year. And I want to say, at least for the girls I've worked with, the student response has been incredible. Not only have we seen dramatic growth, but I also feel a lot of personal growth in terms of just willingness to take risks, right? Because our program isn't school, right? They're not getting graded. There's no judgment if they get something wrong. I feel like a lot of the girls are much more likely to take risks. We do our best to make a safe environment. We spend time bonding and talking about the most randomest things. And I think creating those types of bonds, not with just us, but like their teacher, but the interns and the other girls in their cohort has really made a comfortable, safe space for us to discuss things that I don't think, at least in my teaching experience, wouldn't happen in a class of 32 students, right? So all of this coming together, again, is to support your daughter in the best way that we can to meet everything that she needs individualized. And I can't express more how happy I am to have gotten to spend the last 13 weeks with the girls I have, and just seeing how much they've grown in such a short period of time. I can't wait to see the awesome things they do next year. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Ms. Andrew. And as we continue on, we're going to get into our university coach mentor highlights. And so even though that is a mouthful, say all at once, I am one of our wonderful university coach mentors, right? And so I get the privilege to work with the other 14 interns who work in that same capacity, who are serving these students, serving the teachers, and ultimately getting a full, well-rounded village experience. And so we're gonna have one of our like superstar, rock star, Howard student interns come and speak about what it's been like to work in the program and really pay it forward the way that Village is doing for our generation, Generation X. All right, so let's get into it with Tamara Johnson.
Thank you so much, Kayla, for that introduction, and good evening, everyone. My name is Tamara Johnson. I am a rising junior attending the illustrious Howard University. I am also an intern in cohort 8, as well as a marketing liaison. And through my position, I have had the honor and the privilege to impact students through the workshops and social events. And I'm also proud of the hard work that all of us interns have put into making this program a success. With that being said, I will now go into what the Pay It Forward model represents and how we as interns live the model each and every day of the program. So the Pay It Forward model focuses on 3 important aspects of the program: access, exposure, and empowerment. The Pay It Forward means that we are giving our access, our knowledge, and our skills to expose our brilliant young scholars to opportunities that propel them in order to excel in professional success in professional settings where the majority of the time there isn't much representation that looks like us. And this is primarily done through our intern recruitment from HBCUs, which are historical Black colleges and universities, and also through our different areas of expertise, such as STEM and social work, because we understand the importance of reaching out to demographics that look like us and inspiring our scholars to soar high. So as the Pay It Forward interns, we are passionate and engaged as we advocate for students while serving as both mentors and mentees of the program. But the most important thing to note about what we do and how us interns embody the Pay It Forward model is that we empower others and we are being empowered. We are empowering our scholars through our mentorship and our leadership, and we are also walking away with being empowered through our networking and being mentored by our business professionals that we look up to in this program.
Thank you, Ty, for that. And before we get into our next section of our University Coach Mentor highlights, I'll be sharing a video of one of our wonderful interns who couldn't make it today, who wanted to make sure his voice was heard in the work that he's been able to accomplish with our students. So I'm going to stop my share again and play that for you guys. Is everybody able to see the screen? Mm-hmm. All righty. This is Mr. Chioke Bellamy, one of our interns, who worked closely with Ms. Ox.
Hello, my name is Chioke Bellamy, intern here at the Village. I'm just going to talk about what it's like instructing the cohorts alongside the teachers. When I'm in a cohort with the teacher, I like to think of us as a team, Batman, Robin, if you will. They teach the class as a group. And then if any of the students seem like they're kind of having a rough time with the material or struggling a bit, then I take them out into a breakout room to give them some extra guidance. For instance, we've been working with inequalities these last couple weeks, and most of the time the students do a fine job solving these inequalities. But when it gets to graphing, things get a little rougher, right? So in an instance like this, I would just take the, student or two students that's having a tough time, take them to a breakout room, and I just ask them how they feel about it, what's good about graphing, what's bad about it. Then I kind of give them a rundown real quick to the best of my ability to help them out in any way I think I could. And then at the end of that, I'd say yay or nay. And if it's yay, great. I put them back into the group session and they can just pick up from there. And if it's nay, that's fine too. We just do some extra work. And I think that the teacher-intern dynamic really helps the students grow at their own pace. And when they grow at their own pace, they can get the most out of the session for themselves. So yes, every time I go into a cohort, I see a great team effort of teacher, intern, and then the students. Thank you.
All right, and the first person who can guess which amazing university Chioke goes to, kudos to you. You just have good luck all day. And I know the day's ending, but it'll flow over to the next because Chi happens to be another Howard University student. He's an econ major. He's a rock star. He does it well. And I'm so glad to have him on the team. So I think that might be the last time I say Howard during the session. Can't promise, but we'll say that for now. All right, so as we continue, just talking more about what it means to be in the village and what it means to be one of, the university mentor coaches. So for me, this really looks like working with my teacher. Like Chi said, your relationship with the teacher is imperative to making sure that your student is understanding the concepts. There needs to be a really great synergy between the two, and oftentimes there is. Anytime I work with the teacher, like whether I'm subbing or in any capacity working with the new group, it's always a great conversation that I have with them first about who these students are, where can I help them, who do I need to pay attention to, who can I kind of let do their own thing, how can I incorporate myself into this group by supporting these students. And so again, that means working directly with the teacher and allowing them to facilitate the instruction while I observe the students and add support for when they need it. And then we have Destiny Walker, who is going to talk a bit more about working with the students and what it looks like on that level.
Hi, everyone. My name is Destiny Walker. I am not from Howard University. I am from Delaware State University here in Delaware. And I am a chemistry major. I'm a senior chemistry major, so I'm in my last semesters. And here at the village, I am a math mentor for cohort 8 and cohort 11, as well as a wellness coach with one of the students here. And I got the pleasure to work with a lot of students over my duration of the program. And it has been amazing because I got to work with these students in a lot of different aspects. Either that's with the teachers, alongside the teachers, or even one-on-one, or even just during workshops, or just having conversations as they come in and out of their sessions. So during this program, we have been working with these students, again, with these teachers, as long as one-on-one. And I have seen firsthand how they have grown over this short period of time, and it has been truly amazing and impacted me greatly. These students have opened up to us mentors and coaches about their emotions, their interests, their stressors, maybe school, maybe home, anything that they feel like sharing. We have open ears for them. They're also growing their confidence with math and their ability to advocate for themselves, which is most important, either with their friends or even with their teachers in schooling. This is also shown with their attendance, as they're in the retention of the concepts. In the beginning of the program, we had a to call many of the students like, hey, I know it's a new time for you, a new schedule. We were late at night, kind of, and you have to come to your sessions. And I know it's new to your schedule, but now the students, they come early, they don't leave, they just want to stay with us, or they come extra, or they'll call or text us or say, hey, I just want to talk to this person. And so it's been a really amazing to see them grow and want to be here with the village even more. And over time, these bonds with us, the teachers and the mentors, have just grown so much, and it has been truly amazing. Also, we have the students have the love for the village, and they are readily absorbing the material and have complete understanding because of their love and their passion and their love of just what we do for them, as well as what they get from the village. And we also have been impacted by them as well. So personally, I have had a great experience with all my students, even the ones that I see for a little bit each day. So it has been a truly amazing experience for all of us interns here at the village with your students. And
yeah, and so another super cool thing about being one of the mentors and the university mentors of the program is we get to create a lot of different programming for the students. And so this manifests itself in workshops. And so I've hosted some workshops. Destiny has hosted a couple of workshops. Ty has done the same. I will say, I think Destiny kind of stole the cake with her STEM labs. She had the kids making butter. She was giving them the insights on the COVID and what's going on. Like she was just laying it out for them, but also giving them a really great foundation in what it looks like to write a lab report and what science is going to look like on the high school level. Because when I tell y'all high school biolab, that's when they got me. But I made it through, and you're going to make it through because Ms. Destiny gave us the tools. And so one of the awesome things about our structure here at Village Education is our website. So if you guys go onto our website at any time, you'll be able to see all of the videos that we have put together, putting our huge hour-long labs down into like 20 minutes or so. For me, I did a Zoom etiquette where we made fun backgrounds. We talked about what it looks like to be in Zoom all day. How can we fight the Zoom fatigue? How can we have fun? Where are some places? How do we act? All these things, which are really important. And then, even sometimes we just had a little bit of fun doing the Ultimate Trivia Master with Ty and just really having a really great time. And so it's been like totally worthwhile, and everybody should go to the website, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, we're on all those platforms, and all you have to do is look at those videos to have an at-home lab for yourself. So please don't shy away from those wonderful resources because it'll be here long after we're done. All right. And now we're going to get into our final math assessments. And so, sorry, Ms. Kristen Roberts is going to take the lead on this and kind of break down what it looks like as we wrap up the program, what the purpose is, and how much we've seen these students excel with math.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Kristen Roberts. I am a leader here at Village Education Tutors. So let me just start with what our goal is not. It is not our goal to simply test your students and test them until they're sick of testing for the sake of testing. That's not what that is. So our biggest goal is to provide individualized support for every single child. To do this, we use a couple of different tools. The first is roadmaps. That is a diagnostic assessment that we use to kind of just gauge where students are coming in to the program. And then we use that again at the end of the program to see how much they've grown. So that helps us in the beginning to sort of make a plan where our students are going, where we need to help them, where we need to zero in on a bit more, and just get a sense of how students are coming into the program. The next piece that we use is ALEX, We've done a couple of these, they're shorter little assessments, about 10 questions, to just gauge where students are at throughout the program. So if we need to adjust something, we can. If we need to recover a topic, we can do so. And we've seen some really, really exciting results. So it says here, 75% have experienced this growth. I think that was pulled from our last ALEKS assessment. And just taking a peek, our last assessment was yesterday and today. And we've seen some like extremely awesome results from that. Our last roadmaps assessment is going to be next week, not Monday because that's a holiday. So we want to give you that time, but on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's really, really important that we get everybody there for that, because that just that helps us to get a full picture of how the program went for everyone, how to see that where you've grown. And then it also helps us to tailor our program a bit more so we can help even more students in the future. So back to you, Kayla.
Yep, thank you for that. And so again, like, get ready, guys, because we're wrapping up the program. So keep your eyes on the prize. Use all the tools that you've been able to add to your toolbox, and just continue to excel in the work that you're doing. And so as we continue, we'll be getting into our wellness life coaching program. And so we're blessed to have a wonderful team of just people who have a really nurturing heart and an open ear for our students and what compassion looks like on this end for kids at this age, and really understanding who they are and how we can best support them. And so today we have Brittany Long, Miss Ann Chase, and one of our other amazing supports, Miss Santera, who won't be in today, but sends her regards and has been a very important part of this team to kind of guide us through this part. And so with that, Brittany, would you like to take a minute?
Sure will. Thanks, Kayla. So yeah, I'm Brittany Long, and I also am not from Howard University, but I am attending Ottawa University here in the Midwest. I am proud of it. It was founded by my tribe in the 1800s. I belong to the Ottawa tribe of Oklahoma, and I am attending for human and social services, and because I want to give back to my community, to my tribe, and just by serving the BIPOC demographic. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to do that by being a part of Village Education. So I'm just going to go over a few highlights for the wellness side of the program. So our goal for the wellness side of the program is to provide sort of like an emotional and mental wellness support to your daughters. And our goal is to create a safe space where we teach the students the importance of self-confidence and positive self-talk, because we know that when we learn to identify our strengths and speak kindly and positively to ourselves, we know that stress and anxiety are reduced and our motivation increases and we're set up for success. Yeah, that's kind of a little bit there. Can I pass it off to Anne?
Done. Okay. Oh, hello. Thank you, Brittany. My name is Ann Wiley Chase, and I'm not even gonna, well, I went to Arizona State University because I'm originally from Arizona, but that was a long time ago. And I'm very proud to represent sort of like I guess the matriarch of the group. And I am in the Wellness Life Coaching Program, and I do act as a mentor, and I do act as a mentor to support the life coaches. And as our village is designed, it's designed to have a real thorough approach to wellness. I support the wellness coaches, I support our students, and I meet with the families on a volunteer basis twice monthly, along with our mentors and our interns. So it's been my pleasure to work with Village Educational Tutors. I love the students that I have been working with, and they are just a tremendous, tremendous group of individuals from top down. It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
And yeah, I forgot to introduce or to tell you what my role is here at Village. I am a life coach and a mentor as well. And Mrs. Chase, it has been wonderful to work alongside you as a mentor as well. Centera is not able to be here, but she was one of my interns that I mentored. So I'm just kind of go over some of what she was sharing with me. Centera is a great example of the interns here. So many of our interns have just poured their hearts and souls into your daughters. And it's because of them and their big hearts that we have seen such tremendous growth in our students. Many of our students have, as I was talking to Centera, many of them have started to fearlessly identify their own strengths and have even started journaling on their own about their strengths and writing out their own personal affirmations to remind themselves. And that's what we want to see. So Kayla, I think we're ready to...
Oh yeah. You're good. Thank you guys so much for that. And so we're going to break it down a bit further. So we gave you a bit of a snapshot, but let's talk a bit more about what it means to be in our wellness life coaching program and how, we're able to support these students. So Brittany, I'll hand it back off to you.
Okay. Yeah. So we know that mindfulness practices are powerful tools against stress and anxiety. And so that is our goal, to equip your daughters with these tools so they can use them not only while they are in the program, but throughout their lives. We want these to equip them with, grounding techniques or the idea of not being afraid to identify your strengths. Like they'll use those throughout their lives. So each of the interns or life coaches meet with the students once per week at least. Some of them meet more than that for the individual wellness coaching sessions. They're non-clinical. They're just, like I said, we go through mindfulness training using different modules. And as you can see, we teach them to learn self-efficacy and regulation techniques. And we just want it to be a safe space where if they want to talk about other things that have nothing to do with the module, that's what we're there for. And so as Anne and I mentioned, it's a village thing, right? It's a community thing. So we have mentors that support the coaches and the coaches support the students. And so that is integral to the village mindset, that we're all celebrating each other's strengths, speaking positively into each other's lives and supporting each other. So the interns have support as they pour into your daughters. And that's part of the team building aspect of this. As far as the modules go, each of our modules were created by our 2 licensed clinicians, Shanisa Thomas and Preston Lanier. And they're specifically geared towards the mindfulness practices. We have things like music appreciation, grounding techniques, emotional intelligence, even math anxiety. And so we use those to kind of see like where each of the students might need, like maybe she's not really anxious about math, but she needs to, learn how to, maybe she needs a little bit of help in positive self-talk or something. So we have each of those different modules to in our arsenal, so to speak, as we help your daughters be prepared to succeed in life.
Yeah, and so with that, we have been able to really focus on making sure that students are not just coming here and only focusing on their academics, but also focusing on their overall mindfulness. And so it really does come full circle when working in a program like this, because not only are we giving them the 15 minutes at the beginning of their sessions to talk about, how they're feeling, but we're also on the back end meeting with students once a week to really talk to them about how they're feeling. And so if you're sitting in your chair and you're wondering, my kid isn't getting a wellness training right now. She isn't in the wellness life coaching. That's because we are working with 20 students at the moment with this specific intention. But when we move forward, we definitely want to offer this to all the students in our program.
I think Kayla might have a connection issue. If Shawnisha or Preston or Miss Tanya is on the line and you want to say a few words, please feel free to chime in.
Good evening. This is Preston Lanier.
Hello, everyone.
This is Preston Lanier. I'm a graduate of Delaware State University and Howard University. And I just want to, just take a minute to see everything come together this way in the presentation. It's really given me another perspective. I've done my small piece, kind of working from the outside in, but to see everything come together in this type of a presentation is pretty amazing to me. And to listen to the delivery of the next generation of talent be able to put on and such a display is pretty incredible. So I'm just, excited and kind of in awe, just kind of watching the process here. But I'm very humbled and thankful for my small part that I've played in this program, in this creation. And I just am just pretty much in awe. So this has been fantastic. It's been an awesome experience. And so, let the program continue. Thank you.
Thanks. I don't know if Shawnisha is with us or if Ms. Tanya wants to speak, but I just want to say to you guys how incredibly grateful I am for each of you. Folks don't know that they have served us pro bono. They review all of our skills assessments. They look at our wellness data because they are clinicians, and they give us insights as to whether we need to kind of watch some of the things that we're seeing in a program, because ultimately our program is a non-clinical program. They have put together a healthy list of clinicians that can work with our students. So they've armed us with resources as well as the modules to do the proactive wellness program, that everything that I envisioned to be able to kind of cut off depression and anxiety at the pass, before we get into a clinical state. They have made it happen for us. So I am incredibly grateful to each of you. And I don't take it lightly that you have poured your heart into our program. Our girls are growing by leaps and bounds, and we really, really appreciate your service to our community. So thank you so much. And later in the program, we will have breakout rooms available, and you will be able to talk to Preston Lanier and his wife, Tanya, and in a breakout session, if you want to be able to engage them, just to talk more about the program a little bit, and as well as our wellness life coaches, as well as our mentors. Kayla?
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Preston. And again, it just shows you really who our village is and what we're working with over here. And it's a rock star team. All right. And so as we continue on, we're going to get some student voices. But before we get into our wonderful student voices, we're going to hear from another one of our amazing teachers, Mr. Anthony Davis, who has been a class favorite. Everybody loves Mr. Davis. And also just an amazing teacher and support for not only the university mentors that he works with, but also the students. So Mr. Davis, you're good to go.
All right, so this is for all my people who, before I even get a chance to introduce myself, I just got to say this because I heard this many people from a place where I call home. And for those of you who don't know this is a Howard thing. So, just in case you don't understand, just don't worry about it. And HU, oh no.
You know?
Yes,
You tried to get me. You tried to get me.
Okay, I was going to say, I better hear it.
Oh, Mr. Davis got me. That's funny.
So I'm Anthony Davis. I'm one of the math coaches here at the Village, and I've been teaching for a little bit more. This is actually my 12th year in education, and I've worked primarily with minority students from the urban areas my entire career, whether it's in Wilmington or in Philadelphia. And this is a breath of fresh air for me. I work with students many, many times who don't want to learn math, feel like it's impossible, and it's my job to change that view. And working with our students here in the Village, a lot of them, they don't believe it's impossible. They just feel like they need a little help. And by having somebody who believes in them and is willing to go through and teach them in a way that they're willing to learn and that it is best for them, especially in these small groups, it has shown huge gains for many of the students. And I really have appreciated all of this. And I wish that more students could be involved in this, and there are more teachers who could get this breath of fresh air like I did, because teaching this year has been very tough. I want to give an opportunity for some of our students to share their own highlights and their own stories about what's going on for them since they've been in the program. So we're going to start with Janvi Patel. So Janvi, if you're on the line, it's up to you. You can share your story.
Hi, my name is Janvi Patel, and I currently am attending Newcastle Charter, and I'm in 8th grade, and in the fall I'll be attending MOT Charter. Like over the past few weeks, I have been a Village Education Tutors Foundation, Algebra 1 Equity Scholarship Program, and the Wellness Life Coaching Program. With the Equity within the Equity Scholars Program, I have worked with Ms. Ox, Mr. Bellamy, and Ms. Arjane. They really helped me in my understanding of graphing inequalities, because I did have like some trouble with doing that in the past. And so through this program, I think I had like a very firm grip of like how to solve them now. And not just that, they helped me on many other things, but this was just one specific example. And working with Ms. S in the wellness program was also very fun. I think our personalities really complemented each other, and her flow was very like natural and like going. And so it made me really comfortable to talk to her about things. My favorite module, I'd say, was definitely the positive thinking, where you think positive thoughts about yourself and like not try to get discouraged. But I also personally like the strengths and weaknesses, where you identify what your strengths are and your weaknesses are to help improve. And I think that really helped me get like my mental space work together and get my priorities straight. And so I really like to thank Village Education Tutors Foundation for like the help that they have provided me with. Thank you.
That was excellent. And I love the fact how articulate you are about sharing your strengths and weaknesses. And that's a really good thing, to be able to, explain and articulate it in such a way that other people can understand what you're going through. So thank you, Janvi. That was excellent. Inez Rosario is our next student or scholar that we were willing to give her an opportunity to share her story as well. So Inez, if you're on the line, you're up.
Hello, my name is Inez Rosario, and I am from New Jersey. I attend Master and Kramer Hill as an 8th grade student. I enjoy karaoke with my family, sewing, and writing. I have written 2 books, and I am working on my 3rd. I plan on getting both books published as soon as I possibly can. In the fall, I will be attending Camden Charter Academy as a 9th grade student. Working with Village Education Tutors has helped me get high school ready. I have learned so much in the Equity Scholar program. I had a lot of fun working with the linear equations and inequalities the most. I was a bit confused at first, but my teachers and my tutors both helped me get through what I was confused with. Working with the university interns has been really cool. They are super helpful. I struggle with math at times, but the extra support from the tutors and teachers and Alex software have made things easier to understand. I really enjoyed the Zoom etiquette bootcamp that Miss Kayla hosted. I had a lot of fun creating my virtual backgrounds that I use in most of our meetings. The STEM labs were amazing. I got to do an at-home lab for the first time with Miss Destiny, and she showed us how to make butter with scientific understanding. I also enjoyed the trivia night with Miss Tamira because we were able to just have fun and joke around all night. All in all, I have really enjoyed the program, and they showed me a lot of new things both in the classroom and outside of it, all through a computer screen.
Thank you so much, Inez. And listen, those little workshops, I'm glad you guys had so much fun. Those are amazing. Who could imagine making butter would be so fun? And last but not least of our students, this is one of my babies from cohort 8. Yes. One of my Chick-fil-A / McDonald's babies. And if you're not in my cohort, you don't know what that means, but that's how we express whether it's a good day or a bad day. McDonald's is the bad thing, and Chick-fil-A is the good thing for the day. That's how we start off all of our classes. So, Mari, could you please share your story about how great and all the things that you experienced during your time here at the Village?
Okay. Hello, my name is Amaria, and I attend Mastery Shoemaker in Philadelphia. I enjoy doing hair, baking, reading, doing makeup, and practicing math. Over these past few months, I have been in Village Education Foundation, Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program, and I have had a lot of fun. My teacher is Mr. Davis, and Miss Tamira and Miss Tanisha have been the university interns that have worked with me. I have worked with him closely, and they have helped me sharpen my math skills as I prepare for the 9th grade. I love to challenge myself and try new things. This is why Village has been the best experience for me. The teachers and the tutors have been a great support to me as I try to grasp new concepts and topics to take back to school. I enjoyed events like the Ultimate Trivia Master, where I had fun, even though I think it showed me that I needed a refresher on certain topics. I made new friends and have worked with some pretty interesting people. I've become a leader in my cohort and have found myself rising to the occasion to achieve my goals. I have enjoyed working in the village, and I look forward to seeing what they have planned next.
Yeah, cohort 8. That's what I'm talking about.
Chick-fil-A.
Listen, we have so much fun in that cohort, and we talk about so many things from food to music and everything. And I get a chance to learn so much about our babies. And we love all of you guys. This has been a really fun group. And you see the big smiles? That's all I be trying to get them all the time. And the only thing I usually see is the top of her head, but it's okay. We love on you anyway. I love you anyway. But Kayla, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
Yep, and thank you. And so just, to talk a little bit about these wonderful kids. So all 3 of these girls were like amazing when we came together, and I just asked them, what have you enjoyed about the program? Where would you like to see yourself? All these things. What do you like to do? How can we put together something to express to the world how you feel about Village Education Tutors? And, those statements that we came up with, we worked together on them, but they did that flawlessly. And so just a quick, just little, you can keep it on mute, but just a round of applause for these girls, because they did that. It's hard public speaking, and maybe I make it look a little easy, but it's hard, okay, speaking in front of people. And so you always want to make sure that you're giving yourself new opportunities to step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like all 3 of them did that, and we're just so grateful to have them. as we continue, that sums up our program for the day on the speaking side. And so now we're going to get into our breakout rooms. And so basically what we're going to do is, well, actually, let me rewind a bit. Before we get all the way deep into the breakout rooms, I'm going to put a series of links in the chat. Each link is a survey that I'll need everybody to complete. And you can complete these while you're in your breakout room. So that way you can talk to your teacher, but totally fill out these forms. We really need to glean as much information as possible for how everybody's feeling about the program, right? We want to see what the real state of our union is, and the best way to assess that is through these wonderful surveys. And so we'll, Ms. Kent, are you going to put them in the chat, or I can put them in real quick?
I can drop them in. I can drop them in.
Okay, awesome. And so while we do that, you'll also get the opportunity to go into breakout rooms and talk to your student's teacher. So if your student is with you, ask them what teacher they're working with, and then you guys can hop into that breakout room, and you'll get about 10 to 15 minutes to do that. And, then we'll give you guys some more information, and we'll have you on your way. But again, we're just so grateful to have you guys here. And if any of the parents have anything they'd like to say now before we hop into the breakout rooms about their child's experience and how they felt about the program so far, that would be great. But if not, we can hop into the breakout rooms. So I'll stop my share and allow everybody to kind of have some open dialogue if anybody wants to share how they felt about their students' participation in the program, or if any of our other super awesome students want to share their experience as well, that would be great. Don't rush all at once now. It's too many. I might have to pick someone.
Okay, well, since everyone wants to be shy, I did post the links into the chat. The first link is a teacher link. We are asking for 100% participation on these surveys. They are pulse surveys. They help us to be able to compile just your thinking and your impressions, and it helps us to just do some enhancements to the program, but also present our findings and what your feelings are when we go to our board. So we have a board meeting this week, and they're interested in hearing how the program is going. So we plan to take the insights from this survey to our board. So the top link is the teacher link. This is a Village Education Tutors teacher link. We want you to take that link, fill out the survey. For the students in our program, there is a student link. Please click on the student link and complete the survey. It'll take you about 5 minutes. The parental link is only for the parents. Please put your information into that link. And then the university coaches or interns, there is a specific link for you as well. We ask that you put your information in there. And any school administrators that are on the call, we will send you a link later. I do apologize that I don't have that available here, but I will be available in a breakout room to be able to talk to you about the program and get some, soft touch impressions. We do ask that all parents, even students, go to our website, villageeducationtutors.org. You can leave us a review. Each of the schools that we have partnered with for our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program has a creative on our website. If you click on it, you can write your own review right there on the spot. And so we'd ask that you go out there and put a review for us so that people can see what your impressions are right on our website. We do have a few testimonials up there right now. So at this time, I did enable the breakout room so that you can move yourself into your breakout room with your cohort teacher. You will see that they are listed there. And then I have a few wellness program links. One is for Preston Lanier. If you want to meet with him, you could go into that breakout room. And then we have some open wellness session classes, virtual classes that you can go into, and you can meet with some of the wellness interns that are on the call. And then if you want to just hang out with me, you can stay right here and we can have a conversation and kind of dip off into another room. So thank you so much for everybody that came out to participate in our State of the Union. We hope you were encouraged, just as encouraged as we were by the results of the program, and just to hear from the voices of those that are a part of the program. We brought you our interns, we brought you our teachers, we brought you our students, and we just didn't have a parent's voice. It would be nice to hear a parent's voice, but we do have parent voices on our website if you want to go there and just hear from parents that have given us impressions about the program. So thank you everyone for coming, and now you can go into your breakout rooms. And if you have any issues with going into your breakout room, just let us know and we can assign you to the breakout room to be able to talk with your teacher.
Okay,